Hello, lovely people. Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Today, we want to help you with 25 Psalms for protection against evil spirits and satanic attacks. Most people always say that they are being tormented by evil spirits. For some people, they are having spiritual marriage. They have prayed and it is not going. They have done a lot of things and it is not going. Whenever you are having bad dreams or your life is such that evil spirits are tormenting your life all the time, you are having bad news, you are moving from one problem to the other, you see that evils are tormenting your life, please ensure that you use Psalms to pray, because Psalms are the prayers of King David. And then if God listened to King David, God is surely going to listen to you. So please kindly ensure that you also always make use of the Psalms. So the first Psalm that we can use to pray about protection is Psalm 91. This is a very powerful Psalm and everybody knows about it. So please, if you don't know about Psalm 91, kindly ensure that you always recite it. And then you also make sure that you keep it in mind and then be reciting it anytime you are afraid through darkness or wherever you find yourself and then there is terror. Ensure that you recite Psalm 91. So whenever you are reciting a psalm for prayer, kindly ensure that you replace every pronoun in the psalm with your name. So for Psalm 91, it starts like, "He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress." So when you begin it, you say that if your name is maybe Abigail, you say that, "I, Abigail, who dwells in the secret place of the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty God. And I, Abigail, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. In God, in whom I trust, He will cover me, and then no evil spirit will come to me." Or you recite the whole of the Psalm 91, and then you'll be replacing your name with every pronoun in it. And then it is going to protect you. If God listened to King David, God is surely going to help you too. And then also we can talk about Psalm 35. Psalm 35 is such that when you start praying with it, your problem will become more serious, because what happens is that it is going to set fire on the camp of the enemy. It is going to set fire in the camp of the enemy and then they will start fighting back. But the more you pray with it, the more they free you. So for this one, you are going to use it to pray for about 7 days. If your problem is very serious, pray for about 7 days or maybe 21 days or 40 days. And then that problem will be a thing of the past. Maybe you are such that you have worked your whole life and then you are not getting anything. And then all the time when you get money, there is a problem, you use the money to go and solve that problem. Or you are such that all the time, whenever there is good news, you will be facing cobwebs and stuff, and then all those things will just, all those monies or the good news will just vanish from you. Whenever there is any good thing coming to you, it will just vanish. If you are such a person, be using Psalm 35 to pray. Psalm 35 is very powerful. Please kindly ensure that you use it to pray all the time. Then those demonic spirits, evil spirits cannot come near you. So the Psalm 35 also begins like, "Contend, O Lord, with those who contend with me. Fight against those who fight against me." So for this one, you are also going to replace the pronouns in the prayer or the psalm with your name. So you say that, "Contend, O Lord, with those who contend with me, Abigail. Fight against those who fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler and rise for my help. O Lord, draw the spear and javelin against my pursuers. Say to my soul, I am your salvation. Let them be put to shame and dishonor who seek after my life." So you'll be praying with a psalm like that. Psalm 35, very, very, very powerful psalm. So that is what you can also use to pray. And then also you go to Psalm 23. Psalm 23 is also very powerful psalm for protection. That psalm too, it has a lot of uses. But today, let's focus on how you are going to use it to pray for protection. That one, you just pray with it. You just recite the whole chapter. All the psalms that I'm mentioning, please kindly ensure that you don't feel lazy, you recite all of them. So these prayers are mostly done in the midnight. For Psalm 91, whenever you are going out in the morning, kindly ensure that you recite Psalm 91. Very, 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 very powerful psalm. And then for the Psalm 23, you recite everything. And then you say that the Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I, Abigail, or I, Joanna, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in path of righteousness. So you recite the whole of the psalm, and then God is surely going to fight for you. No evil spirit can come to you. And then the next psalm you can talk about is Psalm 25. So Psalm 25 is also for protection. So it starts like, to you, O Lord, I lift my soul. Oh my God, in you I trust. Let me not be put to shame. So for this one, you replace your name with the pronoun. You say that, oh Lord, I, Abigail, I lift up my soul to you. Oh my God, in you I trust. Let me not be put to shame. And then you recite the whole of the psalm. Then you'll be replacing your name with the pronouns in the prayer or the psalm. And then also, you can also talk about Psalm 121. So Psalm 121 is also a very, 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 very powerful psalm that when the devils hear about it, they all scatter. So please kindly ensure that you'll be using the Psalm 121 to pray. Whenever you have a problem, then you have done your best. So for this one, if you are fasting for protection or maybe things are not going well for you, kindly ensure that you use it to pray. So the Psalm 121 is, I lift up my eyes to the hills, from where comes my help. My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. So this one, you say that, I, Abigail, I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where come my help? My help comes from the Lord who made the heavens and earth. Then you recite the whole of the chapter. Then you be praying. So for this one, you can decide to be using about 4 or 5 of them or a lot of them to pray at once. So if maybe you sit down in the midnight and then things are working against you, you can just use this to pray. If you are such that maybe you go to your workplace and all of a sudden they just give you a letter that they have sacked you for no reason. When you go home, just go and sit down in the midnight. In the midnight, just ensure that you bath. So after bathing, you can just go and sit down and then you pray. You pray with these psalms. Whenever you want to pray in the midnight, can you ensure that you cleanse your body first? So you can also use Florida water to bath. The last time I made a video on Florida water, I'll put the link in the comment section and the description of this video. And then you look at how you are going to use it to cleanse yourself for your prayer to work very fast for you. The Florida water is such that it invites your guardian angel around you. So kindly ensure that you watch that video too. So after cleansing your body, then you sit down and then you pray. Whenever things are working against you, maybe you are with a man or you are with a woman, you have not done anything, and then all of a sudden the person has just sacked you, or the person is saying that they are not interested, and then you think that it is a spiritual attack, or something has happened to you and then you think it's a spiritual attack, kindly ensure that you use these psalms to pray. So apart from these psalms that I've mentioned, you can also use Psalm 140 to pray. You recite the whole of the Psalm 140 and then you also replace them with your name. I cannot read all the psalms because to make this video very, very long. So please kindly just note them down. Psalm 140, you recite the whole of the chapter. You replace your name with the pronouns. And then Psalm 150 is also very powerful. Psalm 3 is very powerful. Psalm 70, then Psalm 46. Psalm 46 is also there. Psalm 27, Psalm 18, Psalm 31, Psalm 116, Psalm 16, Psalm 5, Psalm 34, Psalm 46, and then also Psalm 105, Psalm 139, Psalm 140, Psalm 147, Psalm 30, Psalm 34. Psalm 4. Psalm 4 is very, very, very powerful. Whenever you are going out in the morning, it will protect you. Every morning, make sure that you recite Psalm 4. Then Psalm 91 before you go out. So Psalm 4 is going to help your business to grow. And then it is also going to help you to get money. You know that we always go out in the morning to look for money. So whenever you are going out to look for money, ensure that you recite Psalm 4. So Psalm 4 says that, answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer. So you recite all the Psalms and then you replace your name with the pronouns. So ensure that you use these Psalms to pray. There is also Psalm 9 and then Psalm 25. These are very, 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 very powerful Psalms for protection. So these are some of the Psalms that you'll be using for protection. Thank you very much for watching this video. In our next video, we shall talk about other Psalms to use for favor, Psalms to use for money and stuff. So please kindly ensure that you subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed, and then also watch the other videos that I've mentioned. Thank you very much. Bye.
Please kindly remember to click on the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel and then the notification button. Thank you very much.